Look, I know what you're looking for. You're already hovering your mouse over the settings gear, aren't you? You're twitching, looking for that sweet 2x button, because listening to a human being speak at a normal, biological pace feels like watching a tectonic plate move. You've got places to be. You've got sandwiches to half-eat. You've got a life to speedrun. Welcome to the United States of Acceleration, where we've decided that the only thing wrong with our crumbling attention spans is that the world isn't vibrating fast enough to keep up with our caffeine-induced tremors. We are officially a nation of fast-forwarders, and our brains have become the digital equivalent of a blender set to pulse without the lid on. Everything is too slow for us now. We watch documentaries about the rise and fall of Rome at double speed because honestly, the fall of the empire is taking way too long, and we've got a gym session we're going to skip in 20 minutes. We listen to podcasts at 2.5x speed until Joe Rogan sounds like a chipmunk on meth, and we tell ourselves we're optimizing our information intake. Optimization? No, buddy. You're not learning faster. You're just turning the collective wisdom of humanity into a frantic, high-pitched blur that your brain processes with the depth of a TikTok comment section. We've become a society that wants the key takeaways without the actual experience, like trying to enjoy a Thanksgiving dinner by putting the turkey, the stuffing, and the cranberry sauce into a NutriBullet and chugging it in the car on the way to the office. We've hacked our lives so hard that we've lost the ability to do anything that requires a single ounce of practical intelligence. You know, the kind of intelligence that involves actually knowing how things work in the physical world. We are the most informed generation in history, yet we can't change a flat tire without watching a 30-second tutorial that you guessed it, watch at 2x speed. Okay, so wait, why is the jack moving like that? Skip forward, skip. Oh, the car fell. Great. We've traded knowing how for knowing where to find the video. And even then, we don't have the patience to watch the whole thing. If the guy in the video doesn't get to the point in the first 6 seconds, we're out. We're literally too busy saving time to actually use any of the time we've saved. And hey, since I know you're currently fighting the urge to skip to the end of this video to see if there's a punchline about your mom, let me give you a quick 2x task. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Do it fast, like Olympic sprinter fast. It's the only way to ensure you keep getting these doses of reality delivered directly to your dopamine-fried cortex. It takes less time than a microwave beep, and unlike your high school diploma, it might actually be useful one day. Done? Good. Now back to the blur. We've applied this 2x philosophy to everything. We don't have conversations anymore. We have exchanges of bullet points. We're at a bar with friends, and instead of listening to a story, we're mentally hitting the skip 15 seconds button. Yeah, you went to Cabo, you got sunburnt, move it along, Steve. I've got 3 other people to ignore while I check my fantasy football stats. We've even ruined dating with this crap. We want the instant spark, the 2x romance. If the first date doesn't feel like the climax of a rom-com within the first 10 minutes, we're swiping again before the appetizer arrives. We've forgotten that the best parts of life happen in the 1x moments, the silence between the words, the slow burn of a sunset, the actual taste of the overpriced avocado toast we're busy photographing. The scary part isn't just that we're faster, it's that we're becoming shallower. Our brains are physically rewiring themselves to only respond to high-frequency stimuli. We're losing the ability to read a book because a book doesn't have a 2x button. You have to actually read the words at the speed they were written. How offensive! How dare the author expect me to spend 10 hours in their world when I could read a 3-paragraph summary on an app while I'm on the toilet? We're becoming a nation of elite summarizers who don't actually know anything. We've got the what and the when, but the how and the why have been lost in the digital static. Look at our houses. We've got smart homes that do everything for us because walking to a light switch is apparently a waste of peak productivity time. Alexa, dim the lights so I can feel like I'm in a movie while I browse memes for 4 hours. We've automated the mundane so we can focus on well, we haven't actually figured out what we're focusing on yet. We just know it needs to happen now. We've become so detached from the physical world that we're surprised when things don't have a loading bar. We stand in front of the elevator hitting the button 6 times because we think we can 2x the mechanical cable system. We honk at the person in front of us the millisecond the light turns green because our internal clocks are set to a frequency that doesn't exist in nature. We're raising a generation of speedrunners who think that experience is something you download. We've got kids who can master a complex video game in 3 days, but can't handle the 1x reality of a rainy afternoon without a screen. We're losing the intelligence of the hand, the ability to build, fix, create, and sustain. everything is disposable, including our attention. If it's broken, buy a new one. If it's slow, skip it. If it's complicated, find a summary. We're becoming a civilization of passengers, sitting in a high-speed train looking at our phones while the scenery outside, the actual world, passes by in a blur we'll never remember. The 2x life is a lie sold to us by tech companies to make us consume more content in less time so they can show us more ads for products we'll buy at one-click speeds. It's an assembly line for your consciousness. You think you're being efficient? No, you're just being processed. You're the raw material in the attention economy, and they found a way to speed up the factory. Your brain is sizzling, your stress levels are through the roof, and for what? So you can get to the end of your life and realize you watched the whole thing at double speed, but didn't actually feel a single second of it. The real practical intelligence today isn't knowing the latest life hack. It's knowing how to slow down. It's the radical act of watching a video at the speed it was recorded. It's the bravery of sitting in traffic without a podcast. It's the sheer, unadulterated madness of cooking a meal that takes more than 10 minutes. We're so afraid of being behind that we've forgotten where we're even going. So, here's a challenge. When this video ends, don't immediately click the next one. Don't scroll. Just sit there for 30 seconds in 1x mode. Let the silence be awkward. Let your brain try to find its own entertainment. You might find that the world is actually pretty interesting when you're not trying to fast forward through the boring parts. Or, just keep hitting that 2x button until your heart rate matches the video speed and your eyes start vibrating in your sockets. It's your life. I'm just the guy narrating your descent into digital madness. I'd tell you more, but I can see your eyes glazing over. You're wondering if I'm done yet. You've got a How to Build a Shed in 5 minutes video to watch at 3x speed, even though you don't own a hammer. Go ahead. Go be productive. Just don't be surprised when you realize your brain has the storage capacity of a floppy disk in a cloud computing world. Leave a comment, if you can type fast enough, about the last thing you actually did with your own 2 hands without looking at a screen. I'll wait. Actually, I won't. I'm already on to the next script. Peace out, speed demons. Keep running. The end button is closer than you think.